Hi, art journalers. It's Stacy here. Today we're going to talk about a really great question that I got from somebody in the art journaling group, actually on Facebook. They asked, suppose I have limited space and I don't have space to do any art journaling. I can't leave things out on my table because it's where we eat and I have to clean it off all the time. What should I do? So I have a couple answers to that question. The first one I have here is this plastic tub. It's a little bit bigger than that shoebox size. So 12 by 15, something like that size. And it's probably 8, 10 inches deep at the most. So that's this box. So this is a great thing to have because you can open it up, put whatever you want in here, close it up, put everything away, and it's all safe and sound. Another idea I had for you was I have this kind of box. I think these are very old. They came from IKEA. So it's just a box with 2 handles on it, or 1 handle. It's made it to be like a drawer. And that would be another great, without a cover though. This one doesn't have a cover. I like that one because it had a cover on it. And then the other one I have that does have a cover is this is a copy paper box. So it's smallish. Some of them are quite large, but this is a smallish one. Again, this is probably, you know what, this is probably 8.5 by 11 is my guess. So, and it's got this nice lid on it. It's cardboard. You could decorate this. You could paint this if you wanted to. So this is the top and this is the inside. So any of these would work. The first one is my favorite because it's kind of got a handle that you could hold on to. But this one certainly is portable and you could make this pretty all by itself. You probably could find wicker boxes or other decor boxes and use those. The other thing I have, this is a little bit smaller than those other ones, but this came from one of those art stores, art and craft stores. And this is, it doesn't tell you what the size is. But this is another idea. So something like this is a decorator box. It's finished on the inside. I think this is for letters or something, but this would also work as a box to be portable. I'm going to change my camera around and I'm going to show you what I would put in my box. This is exactly what I would have in this box. And you can see there's plenty of room in here. We could add a lot more. We could add stencils and stamps, just a few of each. So I would keep this very simple. The first things I would keep in here, always a black and a white paint of some sort. Doesn't matter the brand, but acrylic, something black and white. So I probably would keep at least 3 colors, 2 or 3 colors, because I think you can make other colors with these colors. You can mix colors. With white, you can make anything lighter. With black, you could make anything a little darker if you wanted. So these would be my 3 choices. I happen to love pink, so this is my hot pink. This one is, let's see, this one is Granny Smith, and this one is Summer Haze. I think this one is Party Streamer. Yep, Party Streamer. So these are my 3 paints that I probably would keep, but it doesn't matter. You could keep green, yellow, blue, yellow, orange, red, whatever colors make you happy. Now this is a matte medium. This works great as a glue also, so I would definitely keep this. This is a smallish bottle. I would definitely keep this because if I wanted to use glue for some reason, this works very nicely for that. Some of the other things I have that I would keep are these Stickles. They are glitter glue, basically is what it is. And I happen to love them, but also they add sparkle and depth to art journaling. I don't show you these much, but this would be something I would definitely put in there. So those are Stickles. They come in a bunch of colors. So now onto my pens. So I would keep a jar of some sort or a cup of some sort. That would be a good water cup. And these are all the pens and pencils that I would keep. So I have this Lyra stick. It's a graphite stick, but it's very water soluble and it smudges quite nicely. So I like this. So I definitely would keep that. I would keep my All for One pens. I have a black one and a white one. These are acrylic paint pens and I love these. So I would keep these, the black and the white. I would keep a highlighter of some sort. This happens to be a mild liner, but any highlighter because it's great for lettering. I have a Jelly Roll pen. I just happen to like them sometimes. I happen to have these 2 Uniball pens, so they're inexpensive, easy to use, and they work great in your journals. You know, you can use them as highlighting or edging or shadows or whatever. They work great. A Signo Uniball, the white one, because we all are in love with white pens, adding white pens to our journal pages, so I would definitely keep one of those. I would keep this watercolor brush in my journal, so you can put watercolor in the barrel and the brush stays wet. This is a great travel tip to a good travel item. So I would keep one of these in there. I laid them flat, but I also have these 2 brushes, so I would keep 2 brushes, a real fat one for painting and a smaller one for painting. And it doesn't matter, you could keep whatever sizes you want. Also, I have these Sharpies. This is a Sharpie pen. It doesn't say in it if it's fine or ultra fine, but it's a fine tipped, you can see it's a fine tip pen. This is one of my favorites, these Sharpie pens. So I definitely would keep that in there. And then this is a Sharpie clickable, retractable. It says ultra fine point. I don't think it's any finer than this one. I think they're about the same, but I would keep this one too. Then I have my famous trusty Stabilo all pencils. They actually come in a brown also, but yellow, orange, black, green, blue, and red. These are watercolor pencils. They're very reactive and very juicy. These make great quick backgrounds. If you have no other background paint available or you want to make something quick, it's a watercolor background, but it's a great background paint. And I would keep a pencil of some sort. This is just a sketching pencil from Druid, but I would keep that. So some of the other things, clearly I would keep my journal in here, and my journal fit in there perfectly. I would probably keep my roller because you can roll paint and spread paint with it. So I would definitely keep that. I like that. I would keep this also. And then also I have in here 2 old gift cards or hotel key cards or whatever. These are great for spreading glue or paint or making lines. You can use the edge to make lines or spread or make designs in your things. So I would definitely keep a card or 2 in there. I would also find a magazine to keep in there, but I'll show you that in a minute. I would keep a small pair of scissors in here. I would keep a Oohoo glue stick or a glue stick of some sort. Doesn't matter. That's just one I happen to have here. So I would also keep, I have this National Geographic. I would keep 1 magazine, 2 at the most, just so I have words and images that I could cut out if I wanted to do, you know, mixed media collaging, or if I just wanted some words. Maybe I wanted some inspiring words. So I definitely would keep this in there. So that's down the bottom. Then I have these papers that I made. So this is a painted magazine page that I just kept rolling my roller off on as I used my paint. So I would keep that. I have some stickers that I made. I would keep those in there. And then I have some scrap piles. I took scraps off of my desk and glued them together and made scrap piles so that I could just use these whenever I want. They're all put together in my journal. So I just put things together that felt like they made sense to me. And I just glued them with a glue stick. Yeah, that's all glued with a glue stick. So all I did was take scraps from my desk and glue them together. I made them in color families or whatever I felt I needed to do. And I will glue these and use these in my journal. So I would keep scraps of all kinds in here. Then I just have some scrap paper that I had that was deli paper. I would probably keep a piece of deli paper, which I didn't put in there. So a plain piece of deli paper, just so that I had something to keep my desk clean. And that's it. Those are the things. You have plenty of room when you look in here. You have plenty of room. Oh, palette knife. That's what I was trying to think of. Palette knife. So when you look in here, there's plenty of room and a lot of depth in here. So you could add way more than what I have here. You could definitely add stencils. You could add a couple stamps and some ink pads. And you would have a great box to get started on art journaling. Now there's tons of room in here still. I might throw in maybe some index cards if I had them, just as something to play with. And you could add more paint. You have plenty of room if you wanted to add more paint. But this box could be your go-to. You carry it, put it away. You could slip this in a cabinet or under the table, and no one would bother it. They'd barely know it was there. You could keep it under your bed in your bedroom. So again, my journal, this is an 8x5 journal from Ranger, and I would keep this right in there. And it's perfect. This is perfect. Now my pencils stick up, so I might have to lay those down. But you can use this to lay your book on and work. So this is flat. You could lay your book on here and go to work. I would take some paint and I would do what I've done here. So this is me rolling leftover paint off just anywhere in my journal, right? I would sit down and I would paint a bunch of pages. So the backgrounds were already painted, a bunch of different colors. And then the next time you want to journal, you could just sit down and work from here. Do a collage on top of this, do your pen work, put down words you like, find something out of a magazine that you love for wording, or you could write your own quotes that you might like, or affirmations, whatever. But this is an easy way to have a journal, a journaling box, a way to journal if you don't have a dedicated space. And this closes up, as you can see, nice and tight, and that's that. So if I didn't have an area to journal, that's exactly what I would do. You can share with us below what you do if you don't have a space to journal. Okay, everybody, have a great day. Take care.